See, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say double and say apostle and let's agree most our teachers of our apostle and shoot, and we see salutations so they are considered push you with no truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and don't constantly in season or season with Shalom. Once again, going into our video here, and that's basically touching upon there is no peace to come from these people, right? This goes into how you see it talk about the board of peace. Is something that you see Trump has been doing, and when you watch some of the people, right, that he have joined to the board of peace. Let me see if I could go on this page here and get a little more, right? So you can see from how long, right, he has been talking about peace. You know, the president of peace. Then he did what he went and did was create something called the board of peace, right? Board of peace. Now, if you watch the name of the person that have joined the board, the board of peace, right, is Nathaniel, signed on as a member of the board of peace. Now, what kind of stuff this guy has been doing, right? Let me just look up this. Let me see if this have it here. Let me see if this page has it. Right. Right. So this watch this. Right. So this is a piece of news that came out recently. Right. That came out a day ago that they used weapons that made thousands of Palestinians evaporate in Gaza. Right. Now let's go back. Does that sound like peace to you? Does that sound like if he should be put on a or being a member of something, even with being a member of that board of peace, right? But this is what they get from Esau, right? They're not supposed to trust them. You understand? Or believe the things that, right? So not trusting them at all. The things they say, the things they do, the things that they want to do, right? Even though they come out seeming like they're talking like they want peace, there is no peace, right? Let me go to our scripture here. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, and I'm going to read from verse 20. It says, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. So this is the guy that he's dealing with, right? Or when just look at the track record, right, of Esau, and you would see throughout history all the deals he tried to cut, all the covenants he make, all the agreements that he signed. They broke it every single time, right? They were the ones to go against the same agreement that they wanted someone else to take part in, right? Whereas the other side may have uphold their bargain of the deal or the part of the deal, right? What went on is that Esau came and did what? They broke it, right? So they say he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. Yes, so he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. Them that actually at peace with him, he don't want that, right? Or he used the peace that they would come, or how they would be with him, and you know they Esau would obviously go to aggression, right? So it says verse 21, it says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, right? War was in his heart. So that is what it is. All this talk about peace, what the stuff they are continuing to do every single day, like I just read. You see they use weapons that was causing people to what, to evaporate, right? That is the individual, I should say, you're dealing with. That's the people, the nation you're dealing with, right? The scriptures call him the border of wickedness, right? So you say the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So yeah, so things that you would hear them say, things that like this board of peace, it sounds good, right? It seems good. And Trump talking about it. We will bring peace to the region. We bring peace to the world. You know, it wouldn't have no new wars. It wouldn't have no World War III and all these things. This is words are smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. That is where it is. There are no peace there, right? Because you deal with that in the video, the scriptures call them the wicked, right? They are the what? The wicked, right? This person draw an example to this, right? They said this is like putting Epstein in charge of a daycare, and that's right. You wouldn't do that, right? You wouldn't do that, right? So it say his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Let me jump to another scripture here now. Uh, Let me get a scripture. Let me go to the book of Psalms. Right? Same Psalms. Let me go to verse 10. Right? And let me read from verse Psalms 10, and let me read from verse 2. It said, the wicked and the pride will persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Their judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. And this is the humanity, the nation that they're dealing with. A very wicked, deceitful nation. That way it says his mouth is full of cursing, deceit and fraud. So why would they believe when they come to mention about a board of peace? Why would they believe them saying, no new wars, no World War III, we will bring peace, we would fix all these things, right? It's under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Yeah, and that is what it is. Under his tongue is mischief, because all this board of peace, if you go and look up who it is joining this board, you would see there's nothing good to come from it, right? And there's no peace to come from that, right? It's just a host of mischief, right? There's a lot of mischief to come from that, but this is what you will get from the wicked. You can't expect the wicked to do good. The scriptures mention that the wicked will do what wickedly, right? So you're not going to expect them to come with anything good, right? Or to do good, matter of fact. Something I was looking for. Right. Still like it. So it say for the wicked boasted of his heart's desire and blessed the sorry. I'm gonna jump back down to verse 7. It says his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Right? It say I'm gonna jump to another scripture now. I'm gonna go to this is the book of Psalms chapter 5, and I'm gonna read from verse. Let me go straight to the point, verse 9. It say, for there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatten with their tongue. And that is what it is. They say, for there is no faithfulness in their mouth. So when you hear these things about the board of peace, or they're trying to stop the wars that are taking place, and we're trying to fix this, and we need the oil from here, and all these other things that they try to do, right? There is no faithfulness in their mouth. Right? That is the scriptures mention, never trust thine enemy. Right? And that is what you're supposed to do. There are jakes outside here that see these things and believe that, yeah, these people are really for peace. But the track record proves that they are not. The track record proves that they are what? Murderers, thieves, right? Destroyers, right? It are bloodthirsty. The scriptures have some names for them that it are names for these people. These people, when you go into the scriptures, it don't sound good at all. Right? Right? So continuing. So continue, and it say, for there is no faithfulness in their mouth. The inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. It said, destroy thou them, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee. Right? So yeah, so again, there's no faithfulness in their mouth. You know, hey, Esau, when you go and look up the things they're doing right now, if you keep up with the news, you would see that I believe it was yesterday, right? So today's the 12th, the 11th, which was yesterday. The first reports that was coming out is that that had some drones that entered from Mexico, right? Sorry, some drones that entered from Mexico, and America shut it down by it's El Paso. El Paso is the place, somewhere El Paso, Texas, or something like that is the name of the place, right? And what they used was lasers, right? High energy lasers. But this, remember, they were once saying that those kind of weaponry, they don't have it. now they put and now they're boasting about it. But again, that's one of the blessings, right? The blessings were the sword, right? The other scripture I was looking for is same Psalms, right? 140, right? It says, this is the book of Psalms 140. It says to the chief musician, a psalm of David, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man, preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. So that is what it is. This mischievous, violent man, right? That is what it is. There's no peace to come from him. There's no peace to come from him. No, but this board of peace, that when you go and look up the board of who it is in the board of peace, is really the board of war, right? That is what it is. So they say, which imagine mischiefs in their heart, continually are they gathered together for war. Right? They say they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent, others poison is under their lips. Right? Selah. They say, keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked, preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings. Right? So this is Romans verse 2 that we say, which imagine mischiefs in their heart, continually are they gathered together for war. Right? So there's no peace to come from this guy. Right? Again, let's go and look up the kind of things Esau does do, right? The kind of things that they just promote, the kind of things that they just push, you know. Watch how Esau moving right now, you know, using high powered lasers, beams, you know, what kind of technology they watch what they did to Venezuela, right? The kind of weaponry that they use that literally evaporate men, right? Does that sound like peace to you? Right? Does that sound like peace to you? Or does it sound like the person we're reading in the scriptures about? Right? He did already mention about what it is he wanted. It was Venezuela, Mexico, Cuba, Colombia, and some other country that called. I just can't remember it off. I remember those. And he said, you guys may be next. And watch what happened to Mexico yesterday morning. Right? So again, he's on the move. All our peace talk, if you believe that, then hey, what can you say? You're going to get caught in it as well. Right? So with that, once again, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. We say that when a person a lot of great most in a rule, but our teachers or person should. And we say salutations, so they are coming to the push with no truth and sincerity. Day in and day out, and constantly in season or season, we say, Shalom.